Yeah, I guess.
I did what she hired me to do. No sense in feeling guilty for not doing more. If you're headed up that way, watch out for the crazy high elf lady. She's shrill enough to make even the nastiest critters down here tuck tail and run.
What's the problem?
Her name's Talene. She hired me to find her husband, so I did. Now the old Horker's going on about having one last adventure. He wants to go after some creatures in the mine. Talene asked me to join him, but I'm not trying to die down here.
What's the creatures?
Don't know. Go find him if you're so curious. His name is Vigol. Says they used to call him the hero of the Hafingar back in his glory days. Got to admire his spirit. But you ask me, I think it's time for him to find a new line of work.
I'll find him, I guess. Lightless Hollow. Does that sound like it's gonna go over well?
Yeah.
Some guy trying.
Reminds me too of Eagle.
It's like it's a guy who's like been. It's like that high school guy that had one good game in football. Is now trying to relive it.
Yeah. But just his name.
Go on, get yourself killed, you old fool. Take care.
Aw.
Uh-oh.
Let me adjust my sound here a little bit. I'm a little bit high, I think.
That man infuriates me so much I could incinerate him with a fire summoning, then dump his ashes into a resurrection pot just so I could do it again. I married the damn fool, so I suppose I have no one to blame but myself.
There's such a thing as a resurrection pot? Your husband's a tracking creature in this mine, huh?
You heard right. Vigol reached 73 years old last month, but still thinks he can adventure like he's 20. He heard rumors about strange beasts picking off miners down here, so he and Pickle set out to kill a few for old time's sake.
Pickle.
Vigol's dog and favorite adventuring companion. I trust him to keep Vigol safe most days, but he's getting up in age too. Ha! I should have never married a Nord. Always with the heroics. Would you help him? I'll pay you what I can.
I'll find Vigil and try to keep him safe then.
Thank you. Vigol may be an old fool, but he's my old fool. And gods damn it, I don't know what I'd do without him. You'll find him in the mine. He can't have gone far. I was giving him an earful just a few minutes ago.
What can you tell me about this mine anyways?
It's been abandoned for years. The locals call it Lightless Hollow. Some say it's haunted. Rumors started popping up about awful pale creatures lurking inside. There were attempts to reopen it, but the miners who tried never came back out.
Alright, tell me about Vigil then.
Besides being a courageous idiot, he's the greatest man I've ever known. He's proud, whip-smart, and surprisingly fit for his age. But he ignores his own limitations far too often. Now that he's getting older, I worry for his health.
Oh. Interesting little story here. So, she's asking us to find her husband and his wrinkled old pickle.
Yes.
Pickle's treats. You'd think that after all these years, he'd have memorized the recipe. My fool husband can go on daring adventures and perform heroic deeds, but apparently he can't remember a few ingredients posed too much trouble for him. He's lucky I love him. This is for you, Virgo. If you're reading this, consider me impressed. Here are the ingredients and instructions needed for Pickle's treats, if and when he runs out. He'll know if you get it wrong too. So make sure to follow your own recipe exactly. Don't just throw everything into a pot and call it done. Dog put. Oh, it's his dog. Okay, I was thinking it was some other pickle. All right. That dog puts up a lot from you. The last thing you can do is make sure he gets his favorite treat, right? Instructions: 2 heaped handfuls of pumpkin mash, three chicken eggs, half a sack of flour, seasoned with cinnamon, and mix. Alright, I didn't realize it was a dog. I was thinking it was something else.
It's totally something else. Have you ever seen that show, Mr. Pickles?
I have not. Nope, I heard of it, but I had never actually seen it.
It's very fucked up. That's what I think of every time I hear about a dog named Pickle.
What is it, Pickle? You smell something, boy.
Oh no.
Lightless Hollow is a dangerous place to wander, friend. I've heard rumors of bloodthirsty creatures roaming these tunnels. I fear they might be the ones responsible for a group of missing miners. If you value your life, I advise you to turn back.
Bloodthirsty creatures?
Yes, and that's putting it kindly if the rumors are true. I've heard them called a number of different things. Bogles, clattercoats, snow ghosts. Pale, hunched things with noses like bats and pointed ears. I plan on killing any
Palmer.
I see.
Your wife's concerned that it's too dangerous for you, though.
You run into Telene, did you?
Yeah.
A good woman. But the older I get, the more she worries. I'll admit I'm not as young as I used to be. But can I not have this one last adventure? I've made my decision. Come along if you like, but don't try to stop me.
Sure, I'll come along.
Lovely. Pickle and I are glad to have you, right, boy? I think he's found an odor of interest. He's quite the tracker, you know. Follow that scent, Pickle. Lead on, and we shall endeavor to keep pace. Got something, Pickle? Lead on.
You know, I'm kind of reminded of all the old adonyms that, like, there's two people you don't want to fight, and one is the grizzled old veteran adventurer because he knows what he's done.
Yeah. Him and his Pickle are happy to see you, though.
What is it?
You don't want to fight his pickle either.
Dagnabbit.
Where's the dog going?
Don't know.
One of the miners. Poor bastard. Sorry we were too late.
What do we find here, huh?
Blade made of chitin. Oh, odd. I've never seen anything quite like it. The craftsmanship is unusual, too.
How about a chitin blade?
Aside from the fact that no one uses them, at least no one that I've ever heard of. Harvesting chitin tough enough to use as a weapon is much more complicated than simple forging. It's not easy work, which is why you don't see them around too often.
So what does this tell us then?
It's possible these Bogles are intelligent enough to do something other than steal livestock and haunt nightmares. But one blade is hardly enough to go on. This looks like where the miners set up camp. See if you can find anything else of interest.
Alright.
Pickle seems to be onto something. You search the camp while I see what he's onto.
Nothing in there. Nothing there. Telling us to search the camp.
Machinery
Yes.
looks to be of dwarven make. The mystery deepens.
Miner's Journal. Day 2. We set up base camp far away from the mine as we could. Someone went ahead to the trouble of carving out these patches, but it had to be many years ago. Fortunately, the portion of the mine is still rich with silver and several of the trace element metals. You see a huge untapped veins of ore running through tunnel walls. This presents us with quite a quandary regarding the fate of the original excavators. If they went to the trouble and expense of constructing the mine, why did they abandon it before exhausting the vast reserves of ore that it deposited? Day 3. Today we're finishing cleaning one of the collapsed tunnels and broke through to an enormous chamber beyond. No historian, but I swear there's remnants of dwarven ruins here. There are things apart from the rock and ore that's definitely aren't natural, at any rate. Asia said that she heard scuttling while we were asleep last night. Skate told her not to worry about it. There are things that skitter about in tunnels like this. But I've heard things too. They're not the usual sound of spiders. I almost feel like we're being stalked. Something is stalking us. Like we're being watched. Day 4. We never should have come down here. Asia and Scrag left hours ago to scout the dwarven ruins and never returned. There are pale shapes moving in the shadows, and the maddening insects clicking, echoing through the chamber. Am I hallucinating? I'm not sure, but I must find a way out of this place if I tried. Or, not sure if I could find a place out of... I don't know if I could find my way out of this place if I tried. I seem to only have one camp now. Or seem to be the only one in camp now. Though I don't see anybody else leave. The clicking grew louder. I hear breathing. Earlier, I swore I heard a scream in the darkness. It sounded like Essia. Something's close by. I think it can smell me.
Bleh.
Creepy. Oh, what's Virgo got for us now?
Did you find something?
Yeah, a journal.
Must have been terrible. I
Good
can't
Deviant.
imagine being stuck down here, afraid that something is lying in wait in the darkness. Was there anything else?
The author mentioned 2 others went down to explore dwarven ruins and never came back.
Perhaps they still live. Maybe we're not too late after all. That gives us something to go on, at least. Looks like Pickle's got a scent again. Let's follow him.
All right.
Wait for us, boy. Well, look at that. I suppose we found our dwarven ruins. Ah, this chasm is no obstacle. I'll simply use this.
Yay.
Ah, sorry. I got ahead of myself. Not to worry. Pickle will help you find another way round.
All right, Pickle. Don't let us down. You can pet the dog.
Yes. Pet the pickle.
Off he goes. Just runs right by all these like creepy bugs.
Yeah.
You're not one of those things. I didn't think I'd see another living person down here.
So you're with the mining party?
I was. We were down here to reopen this place after it got abandoned, but we got attacked by these horrible monsters. They overran our camp, dragged the others off. I managed to get away, but God, it was awful.
Can you stride these monsters?
They were pale and sickly looking, hunched over like old hags with sharp teeth. Had this weird armor too. They killed Trilva. He was my friend. They're going to kill the others too. I just know it. Stop them, please. Thank you.
Sure, I'll find the others.
I'm getting out of here. Please, find the others. Save them.
Alright, talk to Pickle again. Alright, hey, do you have Vigorous Trail? Huh? Good God. Are you petting the dog?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure you weren't just like whacking him. Tell him, or just like, you know, just being mean to your pickle. Don't be mean to your pickle.
Pet the pickle nicely.
Mm-hmm. Always pick up the soul gems.
I was picking up recipes. Oops.
Okay. Awkward ultimate. Hey, Virgo.
You made it! Not that I had any doubt. Pickle's sense of direction is unparalleled. Couldn't ask for a finer adventuring companion. Did you have any trouble along the way?
I found one of the miners. His creatures captured his friends.
Then we must mount a rescue. How thrilling! I couldn't have asked for a better send-off. I'll scout an escape route for us to ensure that we have a way out. You track down the miners. We'll meet up and make our dashing getaway.
Alright, you scout the route, I'll find the captives.
Excellent! Keep Pickle with you. He's likely to come in handy. Oh, this is shaping up to be a fine last adventure. We're not finished yet, I know, but I'm already in your debt. You've helped grant an old man's last foolhardy wish. Let's finish this!
Yay! If this is like all the other quests in Greymoor, I don't have much hope for the hostages.
Yeah.
Or
This
him.
is the dark chapter after all. Ooh, what's this? Shrimp.
Somebody's going to die.
Yes. I got a feeling it's the old man.
They're doing pretty good. That worries his wife, sitting back there by herself.
Yeah.
She's a mage though, so hopefully that's okay.
True.
Can't you just like jump over the... Like, look.
Yeah.
Look. Look. Oh no, we're trapped. Oh, I can jump over. Here, I'll help you.
Because she...
Mankind, please get us out of here. We had to watch as those hideous creatures killed our friends. I can still hear the screams. I just want to go home. How did you even find us down here?
I found another survivor. He told me to look for you.
Oh, that must have been Skeg. Thank the gods he's still alive. Those monsters are everywhere. How are we going to get out?
Friends went to the exit. Let's go.
Lead on. We'll do our best to keep up.
This guy is like, look at him. He just like skirts away.
Skirk.
Quickly, up here!
Oh, he's still alive.
Excellent work, my friend. And Pickle, of course. Come, we must not waste time. I found another way out of here.
What's the plan?
The passage beyond this door is the most direct route back to the camp. Though, there is one small problem. Unfortunately, once I passed through it, a switch was set off, and it locked behind me.
So what do you want to do?
I've a bit of experience with dwarven mechanisms, actually. There's a trick to releasing them from the ledge above the door. My grappling device should get me up there. And remind me to tell you how I discovered it sometime. Oh, it's a fine story.
What happens after you get up on the ledge?
When I give the word, you throw the door lever, while I tug on the counterweight. The door should open with no trouble. I'll need to keep a solid grip on the counterweight to keep it from closing on you.
The door closes, how do you escape?
Don't me worry about that, friend. Just get everyone else out safely. Now, if you're ready, let's get a move on. The culmination of my final adventure awaits.
Final adventure, right. Why are we letting him do this again?
Okay. Shouldn't be
I don't know.
Just need to find the proper.
I mean,
There it is. Hit more. Wait. Something's coming. Go get to safety. I'll draw them away.
Don't do that, you idiot. Ah, like, we could have just easily just gone back the way we came and just killed everything that was in the way.
yeah. I wonder what was a coming. Because he said something's coming.
I don't know, is Rickle Pickle still here, so.
Is it a vampire? The world will never know.
I'm sure he'll tell us about it when he gets back, right?
Right.
Because he's totally going to be alive by the time we get back.
Yes. 100%.
Totally not going to be a corpse.
Totally not.
They just run off without us.
You made it.
Yeah.
But wait, where is my husband?
I don't know. Where is your husband?
He was being a stupid.
Where's Vigor? What's become of my husband?
He stayed behind to distract creatures, even though we didn't really have to.
He what? How could you let him do that? How could you leave him behind? He could have... Oh, Vigor, my love. No, please no. I can't bear this world without you by my side. Why did he have to go and do such a thing?
He did what he set out to do. Be an idiot.
I suppose you're right. He truly was a great hero. Perhaps it was a fitting end for him. Thank you for going into that dark place at his side. It comforts me to know that he wasn't alone down there.
Don't plan the funeral just yet, love.
Vigor, is it really you?
Who else? Ah, what a finale that was.
You still alive?
Sorry if I gave you a bit of a scare. That was closer than I'm proud to admit. But it all worked out, didn't it? This
Nope.
has been a memorable conclusion to a long and storied career. Thank you for your fellowship. And your indulgence.
How did you escape from those creatures, which we didn't even see?
Escape? Bah! I drove them off, killed as many as I could, but I had to run when I got the opportunity. It's not exactly a comfort to know the myths of pale beasts that steal babes and slaughter livestock are real. But it felt good to gut some.
So what are they?
Not sure I really want to know. Anyway, thanks for looking after Pickle. The way he's looking at you, oh, I don't know that he's ever looked at me that fondly. I think you've made a friend for life. And you've certainly found one in me as well.
So was this adventure everything you hoped to be?
I used my wits, my faithful dog, and my grappling hook to rescue those who needed rescuing, and made it back in one piece. Best of all, I made a new friend. It was everything I hoped for and more. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation.
All right.
Now, I take on the most challenging adventure of all. Marriage. Full time. I got damn lucky with Talene. She's better to me than I deserve. I'm going to spend the rest of my life making it up to her.
You're in your 70s. You've been with her for at least 50 years because she's known you since you were in your 20s. And now you're gonna make it up to her. We have like another maybe a decade at most. Crying out loud. What's next for you and Talene?
My friend, I will always be the king of my castle. But from now on, I think I'll let Talene make all the decisions. I'm happy just to be with her. Wherever she takes me, I'll gladly go.
Even a retirement home. Talene?
Thank you for assisting my fool husband. I hope he's ready for warmer weather, because I plan to drag his sorry ass to Somerset and keep him there permanently.
Somerset?
Yes, it's relaxing. Somewhere we could build a home. I'd show him the beaches, warm waters, and...
Something wrong?
He'd be so bored there. Maybe we'll travel instead. See all of Tamriel while he's still healthy. It will be an adventure for him, but a safe one. Thanks again for bringing him home.
Yeah, it's probably better off. Can I pet you, Pickle? No. Lacey?
We are in your debt, stranger. Thanks to you, we can return to our hearths and huts.
Heard you wiped out that goblin trident. Thank you again for what you did. We'll never forget the courage you and Vigo displayed. We are in your debt.
Alright, well. Probably the best quest because we got to pet a dog.
Yes. 20 out of 10. Pickle as good as boy.